Hello, YouTubers. Welcome, welcome. Let me get situated here in my chair in a second. Okay. I made it within a minute of being on time, didn't I? I don't really have anything planned tonight, so hoping people show up. And I made a boo-boo when I posted this. I forgot to put what date I was going live. Duh. Homer Simpson moment. So I apologize. Hopefully some people will just see it's live and show up. But I changed the date and I wasn't used to it. Even I almost missed it last week were it not for my best friend sending me a text. And then I just have to build it into my schedule to get, used to the day. And anyway, when I posted it, I did not put the day that I was going live on there. So my bad. But here I am. Sorry. Don't you love the apple? Can you see that? Apple just told me all my rings were done. All my exercise rings were met for today. Yes. Thank you, Apple. Gotta love that. Okay. I don't think I muted my phone, but it's in the other room. Howdy. Let me know where you are and who's here. Don't have anything planned tonight, so I usually like to start the reading just really, I'm sorry, my nose is itching, just to see what the energies of the week upcoming might look like for us, just generally speaking. So there's Wynell in Minnesota. Howdy, BFF. Thank you. Love you. Miss you. That is not the deck. No. Okay, this one. Well, I'm sorry. I can't get them in my hands tonight. They're slippery little dickens. Teresa, hello. Excuse me. And Patricia's here. Thank you. And Kim is here. Awesome. Welcome, you guys. Where are you from, Patricia? And Kim, where are you from? Sorry, I do this weird face because I look at their bifocals and I can't get to focus sometimes. Nice to be seen, Teresa, at my, old age. I'm just saying. I literally, when I wake up in the morning, I lay in bed for a minute and say, thank you, God, for giving me another day. And I go through my little thank you list in the mornings, but that's the first thing out of my mouth. Georgia, yay. I was actually born in Georgia, in South Georgia, Albany, and then I spent the next 20 plus years in Atlanta. And then I moved here where I am now in Birmingham, Alabama. I moved here in 94. So I love Georgia. I love Georgia. All right. Teresa, have I done a reading on your son before? Answer that for me, because I like to try to give new people a chance first. Okay. And now, I don't know if this is your son, but I always ask before I do these. Well, I try to. Best laid plans and all that. I meditate beforehand, and then I ask if Spirit has anybody that they want to bring through, loved ones or whatever. And I did get this young boy. So I don't know if that's your son or not, but I did get a little boy who came through and wanted to say hello to his mama. So if that's not your son, that sounds like it could be fine. Let me know. If not, tell me the name of your son, and I'll see if I can tune in. Okay, he would have passed away when he was a little boy. That's really the question. I guess I should have said it that way. Okay, while I'm waiting for you to answer, because I know there's a minute delay, I think, from the time y'all type a message and I get to see it. So looking for grandson 2. Okay, 4. Well, that might be him then. He was a little brown-headed fellow, sweet. And he said, I just want to come through and tell what did he say now? Let me get it back. Hang on a minute. I'll put those cards in. He said he was coming through to tell his mama hello. That she apparently had a really hard time with his passing. Well, that's very generic. Any mother would. I know. Let me see if I can get his energy back. He wanted to tell her that he's doing fine and that he's with a grandmother, and a pet that crossed, a dog that crossed. Does that sound like it fits at all? And like I said, if it doesn't, then tell me the name of the son that you're looking to hear from, or grandson. It could be. Do you have a question specifically, Teresa, or you just want to get my chair to fit? You just want me to see if I can bring you anything else? But some people like to ask questions. I don't know. I did a reading for a lady. She had questions for her mother, and I mean, her mother came through, but she had more questions than I usually get in a reading, and that was kind of fun. It made it easier for me, but that doesn't mean I need it easy. Shane or Colton? All right, let me see. I'm going to do this little checking in, closing my eyes thing. So if I disappear for a minute, that's where I am. I need to get quiet. Shane or Colton for Teresa? Does anybody, let me ask this while we're on it. Does anybody know a Deidre? Dee or Deidre? Does that name came through also? Does that name ring a bell for anybody? Let me know, please. Teresa was okay. Well, it was just an older lady. I assumed it was his grandmother. I thought it was his grandmother, but not. It could have been, an ancestor that's there waiting with him. But she looked like like a grandma would look, like me. I'm a grandma. So let me ask you a question about Colton. It's hard sometimes to filter out well, you don't need to hear that. Was Colton, did he love was he kind of a country boy? I guess that's the best way I know how to ask it. Was he a country boy? Or did he like going to the country and like being in the woods and that kind of thing? Oh boy. All right, I'm confused about who's who, Shane or Colton. I don't know which. Yes, busy. I just wanted to go back and be sure I read what you said correctly. Because of the two energies, Shane, I'm feeling Colton is the more outgoing, but he feels like the younger. Does that fit? Seems like a happy kid, though. Or Colton seems like. Why I keep playing with these tarot cards. Colton was very happy, yeah. Teresa, this is going to be hard for me to say this, and I apologize in advance for that, but he's glad you care and you want to know about him, but it's holding you back in some way. And he's telling me that you need to not check on him so much, or not check, not to always want to check on him so much, or something like that. It's almost Colton dog and four. So he's okay. He's fine. He's happy. And I'm saying that because, if it was me in your shoes, I'd probably do the same thing. So trust me, that is not a judgment or criticism in any way. But the message I'm just getting for you is that you kind of need to let it go a little bit. It's good to want to know. It's good to check in. It's good to talk to them, just like you would talk to a person. But I think the way that you're hanging on is a little unhealthy for you. And I guess that's what they're trying to say, that they want you to sort of focus more on your own life a little more. Yeah. It is hard to let go. I can't even imagine losing your child or grandchild. I can't. My mind won't go there. It hurts just to think about it. So again, no judgment, but there's a reason they leave, and when they do, and there's a reason we are left behind, and we have to keep living our lives. And that's what they're wanting you. That's essentially the message they're wanting to give to you, is to get busy living your life instead of looking back. Looking back, I mean, it's fine that you love them, but bring them, instead of dwelling on the fact that they're gone and sort of in the past, try to look for them where they are. And where they are is they are in spirit. They are with you. They're around you. You can talk to them, but they're here. They're not, don't stay back there with them. Talk to them as if they're here in your everyday life is what I would recommend, but get busy living your life and not dwelling on back there. I hope that helps a little bit, Teresa. That's really all I've got for you. Let me just check. Was this dog kind of like a bigger dog, like a golden retriever, kind of big golden colored dog? You are very welcome. I hope that it does. I hope it helped. Thank you, Teresa, for saying that. Yes. Yeah, he was golden. Okay. Yeah, because I see him with the dog. But they're doing great, and they do check in on you. I was trying to see if they would give me a message about anything current that I could share so that you would know that. Are you a vegetable gardener by chance? You plant vegetables or anything like that? Flowers. I'm just seeing you digging in the garden, and they're like acknowledging that you digging and putzing or whatever outside in the garden, not like flower arranging, like outside in the dirt. Okay. Well, see, that's how they give me messages to give you, so they see what's going on, like right now. Were you talking out loud to yourself? I do this. I'm just saying I do this too. Were you kind of digging in the dirt or something, kind of talking out loud to yourself recently outside? I need to get my iPad 1 second. One second, y'all. First of all, let me mute it. And then, yes, okay. Right. You were, because that's what they're showing me. They're seeing you kind of almost, it's like you're almost down on your knees. I don't know what you were doing, digging or pruning or something. And you were talking out loud to yourself. And that they saw you doing that. They were watching you. And that's their way of acknowledging that they are part of your everyday life currently. So look for them where they are. Look for them in the moment. Maybe there's a certain sign. Like for me, y'all have heard me talk about this with my brother. It was birds and specifically owls. So anytime I see something with an owl or hear, especially at night, he would wake me. Still does wake me up with the owl call. I know that's him. So there's some maybe message or thing that you could establish with them, and you can tell them that out loud. You can say, "Show me this when you're around." So that's just a suggestion, but. Well, good. Well, I'm glad you were digging. Yep, digging. I knew it. Digging and planting. I could see you. Yep, down on your knees, digging and planting. Well, they're acknowledging they were there and they were watching, and I hope you love that, because that's what they do. They check in on us every now and then. They peek in and they see what's going on in our lives. They're very aware. I'm not saying they hover over us every second. I don't believe they are, but they do care and they watch over us and they do check in. So that's their way of acknowledging that they're seeing what's going on with you, Teresa. I hope that helps. All right, let me go back over here and catch up. 1 second. I need to pull up my, what am I looking for here? 1 second. My PayPal thing. I may have to go get my, there it is. I may have to go get my other thing. All right, let me get, Juanelle is talking to me. Kim. Okay, Kim. All right, yes, Kim, if you're still here, let me see. I'm trying to scroll back up. Did you already ask your question? Do you have a specific question, Kim? Or I know you said energy read. And y'all, 1 second. I'm going to get my phone. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had plugged it in and I didn't bring it in here with me. I just need to open my app and then I will answer your question as soon as I find it. There we go. Okay, there we go. So if anybody wants to pay through PayPal, I'll have that open. Okay, all right. Let me focus now. I'm answering a question for Kim, right? There you are. Guidance to Spirit for the next few weeks. Hang on a minute. I have to hide the browser so I can see the last comment down here. For the next few weeks is this. What was the first question then? If that's your second question, what was the first question? Energy read and advice from Spirit for the next month. Is that your question? And are we talking about work or romance or just in general? I cannot put this deck down tonight, y'all. I don't know what it is. Current energy read. Well, that's a broad subject. We'll see. All right, Spirit. Give me an energy read for Kim. What's going on for them? She said the next month or so for Kim. All right, well, this deck does not want to talk to me about you. We'll ask another one. I'll ask this one. All right, what's going on for Kim the next month, please? Energy read for Kim. And, you know, why don't I stop shuffling a second? You're welcome, Teresa. Thank you. Yes, please do share that. I'm going to put the cards down. It's distracting me for a minute for Kim. Well, Kim, I am seeing one thing. You're going to have a little bump in the road with the relationship. Now, I don't know that this is what kind of relationship. I'm not looking at tarot cards here. This is just me reading energy. So I'm seeing you having kind of a surprise reaction to something that is said, a discussion, a conversation that happens. There's a bit of a surprise reaction like, boy, I didn't think I'd hear that, or did you really say that? Or something that is said kind of takes you aback. And you have to sit with that a bit. And so what I'm hearing for you is take a moment, take 10 moments, take a day if you need to, but sit with that. Try not to react, but rather give yourself enough time to think about it and ruminate and then act on it. Because I think your initial reaction would be not what it needs to be. Whereas if you let the dust settle and you let a little time go by, I think your perspective will change a little bit, and maybe something else will come to illuminate that discussion, that conversation, or whatever this topic is. So try not to react to that right away. Give yourself a little time. And again, I don't know if this is work or personal. I'm not sure, but just kind of make a mental note of that. Do you have I swear away, Kim, do you have a pet, Kim, that has not been feeling well? Or could be somebody in your family. Okay, thank you. Don't know what that was about then. I'm going to pull your tarot cards now. Okay. Oops. All right. Ooh, well, all right. Well, all right. All right. I think you've made a decision. Or we asked what was coming up. So if I forget, and I speak in past tense. This is current tense or what's coming. Just remember that, please. You're making a decision to walk away from something that you felt very restricted from. Held back, restricted. The devil card can be addictions. But addictions can be anything, it can be anything from sugar to alcohol to whatever, too much video time. But it's anything that holds us back and restricts us from being our best self. So I think you're done trying to juggle that. And I just feel like you were at a point, or again, this could be future. Sorry, you're either at this precipice now or you maybe this coming month, where that has just overwhelmed you and you're putting it down. Because now this, kings and queens in my readings are people. So this could be a person that was not healthy. This King of Wands in reverse is somebody who's egotistical, materialistic, shallow, selfish, all of those things. So and this could be a romance because I've got the Lovers card here. Now, Lovers just means a choice. That was the original definition. But I'm getting that you're walking away from something here. And I feel like it's a romantic relationship of some kind. You're putting it, it has disappointed you. Something here has disappointed you. I think you're just not. I know you didn't ask for a love rating, but this is what's coming in the cards here. Something, it doesn't have to be, but this King of Wands could be a boss, I guess, too. Or job. Because I do feel some stuff going on with you with work, too. But whatever this is, you're gonna heal from it. If this was, I'm not even looking at your comments. I guess I should be. Let me see. Okay. No. If this, oh, Janine, it's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. We missed you the last couple of ones. If this was a romance, for example, because I don't know what's going on in your life, but hi, Amanda. I don't know who else I missed. If this was a romance, I think you're done. You don't want to reconcile with this person. I think you're, there are things, and if this is not, again, this could be a job situation for you. So if you're not in a romance or that's not relative, then apply it to some of the other areas of your life. Anyway, there's just some things that you can't see right now. There are things that you cannot see, and you're overthinking it. You're really in your head about it a lot, but that's not always a bad thing. Hang on a minute. Let's see. But I'm going to say, but this could be what I started out. Okay, yeah. Well, good for you, Kim. Good for you. Amen to that. I'm about looking in front of me, too. So this is just sort of establishing, and again, this could be work, but I'm not seeing those cards, the work cards, so much. All right, now hang on a minute, because I don't feel, I'm not satisfied with that. I think that might have been just telling us what was. Now I want to know what's coming. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, Tarot? What's coming? Not what was. What's coming for Kim? Oh, news, that other stuff. Ooh, good. Well, oh, yay. You saw me shuffling, and this King of Wands in the reverse came back again. So this is telling me that you may just encounter somebody like this, and I swear I get a strong work vibe on this. I don't know what you do, but I just get So this could go back to my original comment about something that somebody says. Maybe you just have somebody that's in, I don't know what kind of work you do, but somebody in your face that's not a happy person. That's what I'll say about him, the King of Wands in reverse. But you're looking good. Your money's going to be good. You're going to I heard feeling your oats. You're going to be feeling your oats. Even before I started all that, I felt like it's going to be overall a good month for you. I really do. I think you're a little bit tentative about starting out. I think you're just healing some stuff still. Really, I think that's all it is. You're still reflecting a little bit about the past. What else? But I love what you said about moving forward. Ooh, a bunch of cards popped out. Yeah, you're ready. You're going to be finding balance in your life. You're going to be balancing things out. I think that's one of the problems is you have not been feeling balanced in your life probably for a minute. Mm-hmm. All right, let me see. So this is either, yeah. If this is not your ex coming back, which I don't really have that classic card, it just has a little bit of a sniff of that, then it's telling me that somebody, like I said, might get in your face about something. And I think the universe is telling you, remember, you got to find that balance within you. It's something that you've had a hard time walking away from. So I don't know if that's a job, again, or a person. It cut deep and you've been trying to walk away from it, right? You might have even either sought or be seeking some kind of a spiritual teacher, or maybe gone to a priest. I don't know what your beliefs are, or a practice of some kind. Because I think you're getting more, how can I say this? I'm going to say inspiration, but I was really led to say divine inspiration. So I think what it's saying is your angels and guides are watching over you, and they're trying to inspire you and encourage you. That's not the typical meaning of that card, but that's the message I'm getting. To get positive, get happy, get fun again, focus on some fun again. Focus on this forward movement, talking. I think, go out and be around people. Try not to put a wall up, because that's easy to do when we're coming out of something. But I feel like you're walking away from, I'm going to say this in a little odd way. You're walking away from having to be, or from being defensive about, like, I feel like I have to stand my ground about something, and I think you're putting that down. If that's what you're leaving in the dust, so to speak, feeling you have to defend yourself about something, or in a job, like I said, or so that's very positive. I like that. Let's see what else. Now, I love this Queen. I don't usually like the Queen of Wands, but I like this Queen of Wands, which I think is saying you, again, girl, put some lipstick on, wear that fancy dress, go out, get a little eyes on you, something. And that doesn't mean you have to jump into a romance. I don't mean it that way. What I mean is you feel better when you do that. You feel better about yourself when you do that, right? Everything's going to happen in divine timing. You're just, I'm not even sure you want a date right now, if that's a thing, but I just feel like, yeah, I know, I think you might feel a little stuck, to be honest. And I think that's why you're getting these messages about the Queen of Wands is very energetic. She's the life of the party and all that. And I don't think you're feeling that right now. But let me catch up with you. Yes, well, I just happen to be a meditation teacher for 25 plus years. So yes, it does. Meditation does help. And that it's so funny you say that, because I almost said that to you. I almost felt like maybe they're saying you need to meditate more. So that may be just an affirming that, that doing that is good for you. But don't be, I think you're going to feel at some point, you might feel like you're stuck. Like nothing's happening, nothing's happening. I always like to tell people when you feel that way, the analogy I have is like farmers. Farmers have to rest the fields occasionally, and they call it a fallow field. Well, it looks like nothing's happening. Nothing. They don't plant anything. They don't do anything. But it's because the soil needs to rest in order to regenerate. And I kind of feel like that you might be there this next month. That might be what you're needing to do right now. Yeah, I think you're just you're in a bit of a crossroads. You're trying to, I don't really feel this so much as a crossroads for you as much as you're just at a time. It's like I'm at the end of one road and I'm going to stay here and just catch my breath a minute before I go down that other road or some other road. It's not like indecision. I think you just, before you invest in your next thing here, you're just going to take a little time out because you're ending a very big cycle here. Whatever this was, whatever you just put, or you are putting, that you felt like there's been a bit of injustice here. Maybe some things in your family that you needed to put right, but it looks very, very good. This is the happy everything card, is what I call it, the 10 of Pentacles. I think your money's going to look good. Yeah, this looks very good for you. Try not to be impatient. Try not to be impatient. I know. And try to listen to your intuition. We all have it. And by the way, if you didn't know this, intuition is one of the best ways you can, meditation is one of the best ways you can cultivate and increase your intuition. Did y'all know that? Did anybody out there know that besides Juanelle? I know she knows this. All right. I think it looks good for you this next month. The only cautionary things are, because I think you got this under control. You're focusing on your money, you're walking away from, having to defend yourself about stuff. The only thing is you might be feeling a little stuck, like nothing's happening, but it is because you're putting it into a cycle. And I feel like you've been on this, this is like a multi-year cycle, something you've been going through for a minute or three, where you just felt like one thing after another, you were not getting your just rewards, if I guess I can say it that way. But it's all going to turn around for you. This looks really good. By the end of the month, I think it's going to look real good. And when I say the end of this month, I mean not the end of June, but like 4 weeks out. That's what I mean. Yep, I think it looks good for you. Yes. Just try to be patient. Okay. All right, Kim, I hope that helps. We're traveling in July to visit my sons. Oh, yes. I love my sons too. Boy, I can't see them enough. And they live in the same town with me, but I don't want to infringe on their lives, so I don't go show up at their house uninvited. But I'm tempted. It was so sweet. I heard from both of my sons today. So sweet. They both checked in on me today. I felt special. All right, let me put these cards back in. I hope that helped. And Juanelle, I don't know. Where are we, darling? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I think it's going to be a good month for you. Yes, indeed. Just keep putting that one foot in front of the other. You know, that's what we got to do. Let's see, Juanelle, let me, there you are. Okay, we're done 2 free readings. Okay, thank you, Juanelle. All right. So the question is, did they donate with cash? I haven't seen a super chat here, so that I assume that means it went through PayPal, and I will check. 1 second. Let me just get these cards put back, and I'll check. Well, I'm not seeing any. If you did donate, please tell me, because I'm not seeing anything yet. Let me refresh it. Yeah, you think, good. See, you got good intuition. All right, let me go back up and say hello. Did I miss saying hello to anybody? I don't think I said hello to Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine. And Patricia, I think I said hello to you. Noor. And then, hello. Janine, it's so good to see you. As I said, what's been going on? What's been going on with you, Janine? Oh, how sweet of you, Janine. Oh, you're so thoughtful. Yes, please hit that like button. What she said. That thing she said, Janine said. Thank you for that, Janine. I forget to say that, and it is important. It's YouTube. You know, the more likes you have on a video, the more people they'll show it to, which, you know, helps my channel, and I appreciate it. Otherwise, I very much appreciate it. Okay, thank you, Juanelle. So if anybody has paid me, I'm not seeing it. You need to let me know that if you did actually pay me. Otherwise, I won't know, because it's not showing up. And because if you do it through the super chat, I know, because it comes up on my screen here. But if you do it through PayPal, which is cheaper, and I understand why you'd want to do that, cheaper for the viewer, you know, it's not showing up here. So, all right. Well, I'll wait for anybody that might answer that question. Yeah, I was going to ask what kind of energy in general is coming toward us this week. I kind of wanted to see that for myself for the next week or so, just in general. Now, we're putting that card back. I am not having that. I'm actually changing decks. We're not having that. Actually, it wasn't that, but it would have been bad in the upright, but in the reverse, it actually means we're coming out of that. It was the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which means you're out in the cold, but you're coming out of that sort of thing. So, what's coming toward us all this week? What is coming toward us? Oh, all right. Well, something may be repeating, or some cycle that we want to don't have closure on. Maybe let's see. Let's just keep shuffling here. Something coming around again, coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. I can't sing. Yes, things are coming to light for us. All right. Did we just have a new moon and we're going to have a full moon coming up? Help me with that, y'all. I can't keep up with all that. I'm not liking that so much, but all right. So some of us may need to be focusing on self-love as opposed to disharmony with others. Well, isn't that an understatement of getting by in the world? All right. Woo. Hey, did anybody watch, besides Ronelle, because she's my BFF, she watches everything, God bless her. Did anybody watch that reading I released on Saturday about the trapped soul? If y'all are interested in that kind of stuff, you might want to watch it. I know it might not be your relative, but it was kind of interesting. I talked about that and, what that looks like and how all that, anyway. Am I rambling? I might be. Ooh, I like this. So we got some good stuff, positivity. I like that. We just have to listen to our intuition. Don't lose sight, of our dreams and hopes and keep our faith this week is what I'm hearing. Got to keep our faith. All right. I don't necessarily see cards that may test that. I have no really bad cards here. This is phenomenal. Whoosh. Liking that. Renewal. Good fortune. The star card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 cards are major arcana, and they're good cards. And we're walking away from things that no longer serve us. Ooh, yes, calmer waters ahead. I'm loving that. Loving that. Can't make this up. This is sometimes called the twin flame card or the happy home card, whatever, but it means celebration. It means happiness. It can mean literally a homecoming. And right under that, wow, it's the 10 of cups. What? Oh, this looks like a really good week. We're putting any heartache behind us. I like that. Moving on, y'all. Moving on up to the east side, whatever that was. Anybody here old enough to remember that TV show? Okay, this is good, y'all. This is really good. I'm loving this. Thank you, Janae. I know, right? Yay. Could use some good stuff. I'm just saying. Now, really, this looks good. I think we might be faced with some choice this week. And we need to check our values. I'm going to say it like that. I think there just might be something in the week and it may have to do with some cycle repeating itself when something comes to light or something is revealed. And it causes us to check I'm just hearing we need to check our values. Are we coming from the higher place here? And I think if we do that, it's going to really add a lot of happiness for us. Remember to check in. Again, this is your intuition. This is the High Priestess, which is your sacred knowledge. So meditate. Yeah. I just heard from somebody out there too. This feels like if you meditate, Well, there's two messages here. Literally meditate. You might get insight about something that will lead to wishes coming true for you. In other words, it might be an idea, it might be a business idea. It might be I don't know, that perfect thing to say to that person you've been wanting to talk to, that's going to take you out of these choppy waters here and onto, I just feel like, and for others of you, this feels like, I believe in the law of attraction, and we manifest with your thoughts and all of that. So I think this is just saying, when you get past this little mini bump in the road over here about your values being questioned, and you make that right decision, you're going to feel really good about that self. Well, feeling good about something is the launching pad for manifesting. Even if you're trying to manifest a car and you're not thinking about that car, you don't have to. In fact, it's counterproductive sometimes. If you just get happy about anything, you will find that your vibration raises and it starts attracting the things that are already over there that you've asked for to you. Now, I know that was a long explanation, but I'm getting it for some of you, because your happiness can be fulfilled when you start. This is, again, the high priestess's sacred knowledge, things that you cannot see, but that you've wished for. So be mindful of your thoughts this week. Be mindful and think and say those positive thoughts, those positive words. Yes. So this just, I wouldn't say it's a cautionary tale, that's too extreme, but I think it's just a reminder that what we speak about, we bring about. So, and that goes, even if you don't speak it, if it doesn't come out your mouth, if you're thinking it, it also is true. So it's just a really nice reminder that if we can stay positive and take the high road this week, that I think we're going to have some wishes coming true and moving on to calmer waters about something, whatever that is. Yeah. Didn't get better than that, y'all. And the sun. Woo! All right. Well, I'm looking forward to this week. Yes. Yes. All right, folks. Well, I don't know. Nobody else has a question. I guess we will. It didn't have to be a personal question. Do you have a question about esoteric stuff, psychic stuff, reading stuff, general stuff? I don't have all the answers of the universe, but I'll do my best. Just general questions about things. I will give it a stab. Whoops. And no, I can't give you lottery numbers. I wish. I'd be holding on to those, I'm sorry to say. Anybody else? I've had some good readings this week. It's been a really interesting reading. I'll share this with y'all. You're very welcome, Kim. It's my pleasure. Thank you very, very much for being here. I appreciate that, really, because I could do this and nobody show up, and that wouldn't be nearly as much fun. So thank y'all for being here. I had a little interesting thing just from a medium's point of view, what I find interesting. I did a reading for a lady Friday of last week. She wanted to talk to some loved ones that had crossed over, and I had, well, a grandmother, a grandfather, and a third person, I'll say it like that was kind of vague over here. And we talked to those people and got messages from those people. And then today I had a lady come in, and the man was in a uniform. And then today I had another lady come in, And I knew that she also wanted to talk to her. I'm sorry, wait a minute. The first one was a mother and grandma. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the point of it was, so today I'm sitting down to get ready for the session. In this, I'm getting like not the same exact people or personalities, but I'm getting the same dynamic. And I'm thinking, am I having deja vu on the other side? Is that even a thing? It was. I had to stop. Now wait a minute. What exactly is happening here? Well, it ended up. It was her grandmother, and it was her grandfather, who was in a uniform also, and then a friend of hers who had passed. But it was just. It was. No, I don't believe in coincidences, and it's really interesting that happened back to back because I don't usually get that. I get all kinds of different people and ages and all that. So it was just things that make you want to go, random share. Well, that's all I got. I mean, just all the stories I got from one day. Okay, one more time I'll check. Thank you, Lynell. I wonder if they didn't notify me because my thing was. I'm just not seeing anything there in the PayPal, so I guess not. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Janine. You too. It's so good of you to drop in. I appreciate you always being here and lending your great energy. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, everyone, like what she said, Janine, again, everybody have a wonderful evening, rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys soon. Everybody take care. Many blessings. Bye.